You're tuning in today because you have entertained the idea of taking to the skies, whether it's for the sheer thrill of it or with aspirations of becoming a professional pilot. Many have gazed at the boundless expanse above, pondering what it would feel like to glide through the clouds, to command your own aircraft, and to discover the world from an entirely new vantage point. If you find yourself in this camp, you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome to a comprehensive guide on obtaining your private pilot license, where we'll walk you through every step necessary to transform that dream into reality. To kick things off, let's shed some light on what exactly a private pilot license entails and the freedoms it bestows upon you. Essentially, a private pilot license, often referred to as PPL, grants you the privileges of piloting an aircraft for non-commercial purposes. This means you're free to take to the skies for leisurely jaunts, travel adventures, or personal transportation. However, it's essential to note that while you can't charge passengers for flights, some level of cost sharing, such as splitting fuel expenses, is permissible when you're flying with friends or companions. Furthermore, if you harbor ambitions of pursuing a career in aviation, the private pilot license serves as the foundational certification on your journey. It's the essential first step before advancing to more specialized training, such as an instrument rating and commercial pilot's license. Whether you're aiming to become a pilot purely for the joy of flying or setting your sights on professional aspirations, everyone embarks on their journey from this common starting point. Before you embark on your journey into the boundless skies, there are several prerequisites you will need to fulfill. Firstly, you must be a minimum of 17 years old to apply for your private pilot license. While you can commence your training earlier, it's crucial to ensure that by the time you complete the course and undergo your final certification exam, you have reached the age of 17. Additionally, proficiency in English is imperative, as it serves as the universal language in aviation. You must be adept in reading, speaking, writing, and comprehending English fluently. Finally, you must meet the medical requirements for flying. This entails obtaining a third-class medical certificate to certify your physical fitness for piloting an aircraft. When it comes to medical certification, undergoing a thorough examination is a must to ensure your fitness for flight. The examination encompasses a comprehensive assessment of your overall health, including aspects such as vision, hearing, and any medical conditions that might impact your ability to operate an aircraft safely. It's important to note that there are 3 classes of medical certificates: first, second, and third. If your aim is solely to obtain a private pilot certificate for recreational purposes, a third-class medical will suffice. However, if you harbor aspirations of advancing your training beyond the private pilot level, perhaps towards more specialized certifications such as a commercial pilot license, especially if you're eyeing a career in aviation, then obtaining a first-class medical is advisable. It's essential to recognize that this medical certification cannot be obtained from your regular family doctor. Instead, it must be acquired from an approved aviation medical examiner who possesses the expertise to evaluate your fitness for aviation activities. Once you've cleared the medical requirements, it's time to delve into the training. The course is structured into 2 main components: theory and practical instruction. The theoretical segment covers a comprehensive array of subjects crucial for safe and proficient flying, encompassing aerodynamics, navigation, meteorology, regulations, and aircraft systems. Upon completing your theoretical training, you will be required to pass a computer-based knowledge test, which comprises multiple choice questions based on the theory you've learned. Successfully passing this exam is a prerequisite for completing the course. Now let's delve into the practical flight training, where the true exhilaration begins. This phase is subdivided into 3 primary parts. Firstly, you will embark on learning the fundamentals of piloting an aircraft. This includes mastering aircraft control, understanding operations within various airspaces, acquiring proficiency in radio communication with air traffic controllers, and managing potential emergencies. Once you've demonstrated mastery in these areas, you will reach a significant milestone in your training, your first solo. This pivotal moment occurs when your instructor deems you capable of safely piloting the aircraft alone without their guidance in the cockpit. Following this milestone, the second phase of your training will focus on navigation and advanced maneuvers. Here, you'll learn to navigate between airports, particularly those at greater distances, in what is known as a cross-country navigation. Additionally, you will acquire skills in performing advanced maneuvers and handling specific scenarios, such as takeoffs and landings on soft fields or short runways. This phase also includes your first solo cross-country navigation flight, further solidifying your competence as a pilot. Once all aspects of training are covered, the final stage is dedicated to preparing you for assessment and certification. This involves an evaluation conducted by an external flight examiner, comprising both an oral examination to assess your theoretical knowledge and a practical flight test to evaluate your flight proficiency, known as a check ride in the US and a skills test in the UK. This examination ensures that you meet the standards required to become a certified private pilot. Your instructors will diligently guide you, ensuring that you consistently perform above standard and are well prepared to excel in this assessment, ultimately enabling you to obtain your private pilot certification with flying colors. Typically, acquiring a private pilot license necessitates a minimum of over 40 hours of flight training. For instance, the Federal Aviation Administration in the US stipulates a minimum of 40 flight hours, while the Civil Aviation Authority in the UK requires a minimum of 45 hours. However, it's crucial to recognize that these figures represent the absolute minimum hours mandated by aviation authorities. Many students find themselves needing additional hours to attain the requisite level of proficiency for the licensure. On average, completing private pilot training entails approximately 60 to 70 flight hours. This variance is due to the need to demonstrate proficiency beyond the minimum standards outlined by regulatory bodies. Each individual's learning pace and aptitude differ significantly, resulting in some students completing the course in around 50 hours, while others may require over 80 hours to meet the necessary standards. As a result, the average time to complete the course typically hovers around 65 hours. Flight schools are unable to predict the aptitude or progression of individual students accurately. Therefore, they typically adhere to the minimum hours mandated by the aviation authorities when offering you the course. It's essential to bear in mind that planning for additional hours beyond the minimum course requirements is prudent to ensure that you are financially prepared for additional flight training. After obtaining your private pilot license, it's imperative to maintain your skills and knowledge at a high level. This is accomplished through regular flight reviews, during which a certified flight instructor or examiner assesses your proficiency and ensures you meet the required standards. Typically, the Federal Aviation Administration in the US mandates a flight review every 2 years. In the UK, this license proficiency check must be done every 2 years as well. However, if you haven't been flying regularly and find your skills becoming rusty, it's highly advisable to undergo a flight review at any time to regain proficiency and ensure safe flying. Flight training offers on a self-paced basis, differing from other certification courses that typically have fixed start and end dates. The duration of your training can vary significantly due to factors such as your preferred frequency of flying, individual aptitude, and weather conditions, and sometimes aircraft maintenance, which can affect their ability to fly on planned days. While some students may complete their training in well under 6 months, the average time frame for completing private pilot training is typically between 6 to 9 months, depending on the factors mentioned. It's essential to determine the approach that suits you best and the pace at which you feel most comfortable completing your training. Avoid placing undue pressure on yourself to meet self-imposed deadlines, and instead prioritize a comprehensive and safe learning experience. After obtaining your private pilot license, the opportunities are boundless. Many pilots opt to pursue additional training and certifications, such as an instrument rating or a commercial pilot's license, to enhance their flying capabilities. Even if you decide to fly solely for recreational purposes as a private pilot, there are numerous recurrent training programs and safety seminars offered by flight schools. Attending these sessions regularly is invaluable for staying abreast of evolving trends in aviation and maintaining proficiency and safety standards. Finally, upon completing your training, a multitude of avenues await to continue your aviation journey. You could opt to join a flying club, granting you access to a diverse fleet of aircraft available for rent. Alternatively, you may contemplate joining a syndicate to co-own an aircraft with fellow pilots, or take the leap and purchase your own aircraft outright. Each option presents its unique advantages and disadvantages, including factors such as aircraft availability and the responsibilities associated with covering operational costs and sharing liabilities. It is essential to conduct thorough research before determining the direction that aligns best with your goals and circumstances. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to obtaining your private pilot license. We trust that this video has equipped you with valuable insights into the process of acquiring a private pilot license. Feel free to reach out to us for further information on obtaining your private pilot license. Our contact details can be found in the description below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or would like to share your own experiences, please leave a comment below, and remember to share this video with your friends. Until next time, blue skies and happy landings.